How's it going, everyone? Arctic Knight here, and today I'm going to be talking about the No Need Bubba from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. With his latest update, you no longer need to have somebody to be Bubba. He's just not needed anymore. Now, some players have thought of just like, well, what about the barricades? The barricades are an issue. Not really. You go through the maps, there's only one map really that he is the most needed. We'll get to that later, but right here on Nancy's house, you got the one by the shack or shed, whatever it is, I'm not really sure. And then you have one that's between a couple of cars. That's it. They really aren't that, effective if you have a couple people running outside, which you should have everybody running around outside. You just communicate with your team and be like, yo, they're running around, insert location, can somebody come and help me? Then you just have someone stand on the other side. Then what are you going to do? The victim will just have to face one of you. Just depends on who they want to fight. But yeah, for Nancy's house, you don't need him. Doors aren't really needed to be destroyed because you're not going to be running around Nancy's house chasing somebody. Mainly outside, maybe in the basement. I don't know. I've only been in the basement once this entire time and playing as the cook. Other than that, you're going to be outside. You don't really have to deal with any barricades. Now, next up we have Family House. Now, Family House has just one barricade that you'd have to worry about in the house, and that's where I'm currently running around. That one would be the only issue. So once again, if you have a problem, you don't really need him. If you shouldn't be running downstairs in the basement. You really don't need to. They're going to be upstairs most of the time, and if they don't come upstairs, you can just grind Grandpa to level 5. If they run outside, there's, that one barricade in the backyard? That's still not an issue. If you got a sissy or a hitchhiker, just have them chase through the cracks. There you go. You don't need Bubba on this map either. The doors, well, lock them, have somebody run to the other side, and just barge them open. If you have, like in this video, luckily one of my teammates brought the barge ability, where it only takes the one charge. Super easy to destroy all 5 doors, so you don't have to worry about being door slammed at all, or even just lock them. It will confuse the victims as well, because they'll be running towards the door, ready to open it, and when it doesn't open, well, you're just going to be able to kill them. I don't know if it's this match. It might have been a different one. I didn't get any recordings. But I locked the door, and the Sonny, he ran towards it, and he got killed. He couldn't do anything, because he had me and Hitchhiker on him. So yeah, once again, Bubba not really needed. And on to the third map. We got ourselves the gas station. Now, Bubba, still not needed. There's 2 barricades on this entire map that you'd have to worry about. Maybe 3 if they get to the battery side, but over on the gas side, you have the one barricade here at the start. Don't really have to worry about it too much. You can just run around it a little bit fast, unless you're the cook. Might take you some time, but you don't really need him over here destroying it. And then there's the other 2, the one beside the house, which that one is a bit of a pain, but not as bad as some other places. Then there's the one by the shed, near the stairs. That one doesn't really need to be destroyed either, because if they're running through, you'll most likely already be making a little turn and going around. The doors, once again, just like with the Family House, just barge them open if you really are worried about them, slamming doors on you. What is there, 3 doors, I think? 4? Not that big of an issue, considering that there's the hole in the side of the house. You just run out there, and you're good. So, Bubba, not needed. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but what about the basement? Shouldn't I go down there and hunt them down? No. I know you Johnny players love to go downstairs into the basement, but please, just stay upstairs and just patrol the perimeter. That's all you need. You don't need to go downstairs. You don't have to worry about the basement stuff. Just stay up there and just watch the gates, watch the fuse box, the valve. You're fine. Don't need Bubba. And now we're on to the Slaughterhouse, the final map in the game. You need Bubba for this. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You have that barricade right there. You have the barricade right next to Grandpa if he's on his little tower, which, that is a pain of a butt barricade right there. Because if they stab Grandpa and you don't have a Bubba to destroy that, well, that victim gets to get away free. Unless there's another family just standing down there at the ladder. There's, what, 2 other barricades that can spawn in, one blocking both of the middle path, one blocking the middle path, which is right up ahead, and then one to the left somewhere. Yeah, those need to be destroyed, because that is a way that the victims can just easily escape you. I think there's another barricade in both the slaughterhouse and the other... I don't know what the name of the building is, but the other building where the cook can go get a lot of blood, where the hitchhiker, I think, starts. So this map, you just gotta bring Bubba. This is the only one. All the others, you don't need him. And especially for the basement on this one, don't bother going to the basement unless you know 100% the pathing. If you don't know the pathing down there, or you're like, the cook or Nancy or Johnny, you can't chase them through the cracks. Just don't bother going down there. So, yeah, that's really about it. Those are all the maps that you don't need Bubba with, and the only map you do need Bubba with is this one. Yep, I think I'm running right past it right now. Yep, that spot right there. That's the only other spot that you would need Bubba for. Also, the amount of grates there are. There are a lot of grates on this map that you can destroy with him, which is very helpful for the family. I'm not saying that there aren't grates on the other ones that, can cause a bit of issues, but, you're probably going to have a hitchhiker or sissy with you anyways if you don't have a Bubba. Unless you're me, in which case you're going to get a bunch of Johnny players. So yeah, I want to know what your opinions are. If you've been playing a lot of games without Bubba, how is it going? For me, I'm having no issues. I've had multiple games now where the Bubba leaves. Like, during the Slaughterhouse gameplay I showed off, that Bubba left. I got a 4K out of that match with just me and Nancy. You don't need Bubba. Depending on how bad the players are, you can just do a 2v4 and pretty easily wipe them. But yes, thank you all for watching this video. Please leave a like and maybe comment. It would help me out so much, especially with the channel. And if you want to see any other videos for Texas Chainsaw, just let me know what you want me to do. Any builds or anything like that, because I've been trying to find new builds to mess with. And I'm just sticking with the same stuff I've had been since the beginning of the game. But thank you all, and have a wonderful day.